The second video I posted on YouTube got over 10,000 views and I disappeared after. Why? Hi, my name is Eniola, but you can call me Eni, short for Eniola. For a long time, I've had this dream of starting a YouTube channel and building it. Because why? I believe work shouldn't, consume your life. I believe work should give you the freedom and time to, do what you want to do and also, earn better money for it and also be in control of your time, have time to spend with your family and also have time to really have fellowship with God, attending meetings in church, being of service. That's the kind of life I want to live. And I believe that work should help me build that life, not work is now my life. So I didn't go through the traditional route of me just going to school. I was also writing a professional exam, which was ICAN, that's Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria. At the point I had to drop that, I was in the last stage. I think I had 3 more papers to write. Then I dropped it because I felt like, no, this is not the path for me. Then I came across Chris Do. That's when I started, hearing about like how you can make better money for yourself, do the work you love. Then I started seeing what's possible, like how much you could charge for a design. At that time, I think I was, doing a design for like, 2,000 naira, 4,000 naira, logo design. I think the highest I went was like 40,000 naira then, which was very, very low, very, very low. I'm talking about like in total, it's not even up to like, $50. That's like my highest work then. And then I thought myself that I didn't want to go this route again. I want to like do something better. I want to earn better. I want to be able to support my life with what I'm doing. I don't want to go through the traditional route of 9 to 5 because I really don't believe that I should be someplace like 9 to 5. That doesn't mean that I don't work. I'm not against working. I'm just against the fact that I'm not in control of my time. So that's when I decided to build my brand online because I saw what was possible, that okay, if I took my brand online, I could actually, make more money and also, also be a point to people that actually you could go this route and also, make something good for yourself, especially when you're in a society where there's so many people doing illegitimate things to, get there. I believe that, okay, you can do good work and get paid for it. So I've been watching Chris Do. So I now decided that I was not going to do my final exams for ICANN. I'm going to go all in this for about a year. And I told myself, this is what I told myself. I said, if I do this thing for a year and I don't see any progress, I'm going to drop it and start looking for work. That's what I told myself. I was also telling myself that I think I can figure this thing out. I think I'm smart. But I still said to myself, if peradventure nothing works, like this 1 year, I'm going to go back, 9 to 5 and start looking for jobs, white collar jobs. That's what I told myself. And I started doing, I started on my phone. I started, creating content online, sharing design tips and tricks and all of that. Then things started getting better. I got my first client. My first experience with getting a client was actually a sad one, but the lesson is good, looking at it in retrospect. We had a very nice chat. She told me in essence that, she was going to go with the other person because I didn't do this one thing. The client is an accountant. And when you know accountant, they want to see what you are saying. So after our call, I made a mistake. I didn't send her a breakdown of what I'm going to be doing for her, the deliverables, and what she's going to get for her own investment, whereas the other person laid everything down so she could even recall their conversation. If she wants to compare it to mine, the only thing that she can remember about our conversation is that we had a good chat, but what am I getting for my money? She doesn't have that. So that was why she went with the other person. Yes, maybe there are some nuance there that, if you really wanted to work with me, probably you could have, just messaged me that, can you just send this? But then it's a business world, because that also tells something about me that maybe I don't really know how my structure, or I don't really know the process very well. It was painful because that was like $1,000, contract at that time. My first, I took it as a lesson and things got better. Now, the reason why I started creating videos is because I wanted to do YouTube, but I thought to myself that YouTube is very hard. And I thought to myself, okay, let me practice. Let me get better with video by doing it on Instagram. I think looking back, that was a mistake, even though I got better with video, definitely. But I think maybe I could have just started YouTube already. That was about 6-7 years ago. If I had started, come on, I would have built my YouTube to a very, very good point. But then I said I was going to start Instagram and train myself so I could get better with my video skills, then, take that video skill to YouTube. I got better with video, but for the life of me, I couldn't get back to YouTube. I was always afraid. I was always scared of what's going to happen. Am I really going to make it? And I was already familiar with Instagram. So a certain degree, I know the kind of responses I get, the kind of engagement I get when I drop a content. But for YouTube, that's going to be like, I don't know what's going to happen. It's going to be buried and all of that. I was so, short-sighted. I was so afraid. I kept procrastinating until I think the last 2 years that I dropped a video. Then I pushed myself to drop the second video. The second video got over 13,000 views. To my surprise, that was when I disappeared from YouTube. So why did I disappear? I found out that I didn't know what to create next. I've created this video in a bit of experiment and it blew up. I didn't know what to do next. It was so unfortunate for me because I did a video on CapCut tutorial, but right at that point, I didn't want to do CapCut tutorials anymore because I wanted to stop using CapCut because of that predatory pricing tactics and all of that. They were always increasing the price, removing from features, even from the plan you subscribe to. So I wanted to be done away with CapCut, and I felt like I could not continue creating tutorials on CapCut because I was not going to use it any longer. I'm not using CapCut any longer. I have over 13,000 views that came from people that learned a workflow that involves CapCut and Canva. This is where when you hear just start, just do your thing and all of that, I think in some cases it would be better to have some kind of plan. I've listened to some people say maybe we want to do YouTube, just try and write 100 ideas, just 100 ideas, topics that you could do so that you don't get stuck on the way I got stuck on the way, and I didn't know what to create next. That got me stuck for a while. I was trying to see if I could replicate that second video, and it was all in my thoughts. I'm a bit of overthinker, and I was thinking about it till I got paralyzed. I couldn't do anything, and I didn't do anything for a year plus. Now I'm starting to come back. I was just creating my shorts on Instagram and trying to repurpose them on YouTube. This year I said to myself, this is the year I stop overthinking YouTube. Just do it, but this time do it with sense. Once bitten, twice shy. This time I'm approaching it with sense. I have some content pillars that I really want to be making videos on. These are things that I'm passionate about. For example, I want to be making tutorials. It's going to be on DaVinci Resolve because I started using DaVinci Resolve last year. I poured away from Adobe right to Premiere Pro. I think I shared the reason why in another video. You can check that video. Or maybe this video is coming first. So I'm going to do more DaVinci Resolve tutorials. Also, how to shoot your content better in terms of lighting, in terms of maybe editing, in terms of ideation too. Then I'm going to be making videos on my lifestyle, the things I feel I could share that could be beneficial to you as a father, to a father, or as a father to a younger person. I'm also going to be talking about AI. I've integrated some AI tools in my workflow, which I feel will be great. New AI tools, like the one I feel that it's worth your attention. That's about what I'm going to be doing on this channel. Once again, if you are here and you can see this video, you're already subscribed to the channel, please drop your name in the comments. I would love to meet you. If this is your first time of seeing my face, if you enjoyed this video, please like this video. And if you want to see more of the things I said I was going to talk about, subscribe to this channel. Maybe it's too early to ask for a subscription, right? But just stick around. Please subscribe. Please subscribe. All right. My name is Eni once again, short for Eniola. Till I see you next time.